Hey, Virgo placements. Welcome, welcome. We are talking about who or what you need to release to turn things around right now. This message is not for everybody, so take it as it resonates. All right, so let's get into it. We have the giant hogwood. Somebody else had this one. I can't remember who. The number 17 or the number 8 might be of importance to you. Virgo placement, Spirit is saying that you need to release intolerance. Intolerance. This is a new deck, Virgo placement. So I will be reading from my handy dandy book. The poison. Hogweed is intolerant of other people's views and ways of doing things. Does that sound like a Virgo placement? They are loud and imposing and quickly take control of every situation. In fact, they are known as a bit of a control freak among friends and family, and are always trying to make sure things are taking place according to their rigid expectations. Look, I know several Virgo placements. I ain't saying shit. This is coming from spirit. Tolerance is not their strong point. Hogwood will impose their desires on others to make sure everything goes their way. That's the poison. And later we will get the antidote. But let's get a little more insight from spirit about this hogweed for Virgo placements. Okay. King of Wands, Temperance, Devil, Queen of Cups. All right. King of Wands, Temperance, Devil, Queen of Cups. Yeah. Virgo placements. Um, the King of Cups energy is somebody, who is very passionate about what they do and what they say. And that's of course what you bring. But on the flip side of things, um, they can be emotionally manipulative. And of course, when we talk about like either the king or the queen, we're talking about the energies of these archetypes, and so you can identify as masculine, feminine, anywhere in between. We're talking about their characteristics, and the what spirit is saying is that you need to calm down on your passion, temperance. You need to calm the fuck down. Chill. Chill. Because what it's doing is that the devil comes through when you are, imposing your beliefs, imposing your wants, and it's not even in a need. The need is to get shit done. The need is to help others. The need is to elevate. And just because somebody may have a different idea, maybe it is slower. The point is to get to the end. The point is to meet the goal and not impose your beliefs or your thoughts, not come from a place of ego. And be more empathetic. I'm not um, judging you in any way because talk about control. Ask me how I know. Been there. So much ego death. Still murdering ego to this day. Or, you know what? I said that incorrectly. Let me take that back. Still unaliving ego to this day. Yeah. But this is about, this is about balance. It's cool to have that fire. It's cool to have that passion, but you also have to have a a, a cool down period. You have to be able to lead, and a good leader, an awesome leader, not just good, an awesome leader. The best kind of leaders know how to follow. They know how to sit their ass down and let people do what they do. Get in there and do the work. What else, Spirit? Can we tell Virgo placements here? Okay. The star. The fool. Five of swords. It was looking good. It was looking good there. Mm. This is We have multiple major arcana. We have four major arcana in this spread here: Temperance, Devil, Star, Fool. So this is one of those life lessons that is important to make the decision and have the intention to change this. Because with the star here, you know, um, we are looking at you wanting things to go well, right? You want your wishes to be fulfilled. And you go in there like headstrong. You go in there, feet first or head first rather, and jump in to control the situation. It's like a strategy. That's a lot of times what I see here. It's what you do. You like, I want what I want. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna dominate. And these people, they just following you because they don't want no problems. They don't want no problems. Let's delve a little deeper here. What if, Spirit, if Virgo placements continue in this energy, what can they expect? What can they expect if they continue, if Virgo placements continue in this energy? What can they expect, Spirit, if they continue in this energy? Okay. It's Knight of Cups. Nine of Cups. Okay. Ace of Wands. Hmm. In this energy, these three these three cards are really good cards, honestly. They're really good cards. However, you know, um, given what we're talking about, the combination of them aren't really good because what Spirit is saying that, you know, with the Knight of Cups, this is one of the slowest cards, slow moving. And it is going to mean that the the prosperity that you seek, because Nine of Cups is definitely about prosperity. It's definitely about fulfillment. But look at her face. The road to prosperity is going to be a very, very slow one. You are slowing your own um path to emotional fulfillment, because we're also talking about cups. You are slowing your own path to meeting that soulmate, gaining abundance. because of the need to control. And with the Ace of Wands here, this is really a fuck around to find out card. A lot of times, the Ace of Wands is a very, very, very good card. But what I'm getting from spirit is like, okay, the hand of God is going to reach out and touch you with this. It it almost reminds me, because what I'm getting in my mind's eye is like, instead of the universe or God like handing you, it's more like it's a whooping, it's a switch. that's what, that's as I see it. So yeah, let's go to the antidote here. The antidote for hogweed. Hogweed can remind themselves that the following things are within their control: how they treat themselves and others, their thoughts and behaviors, and how they choose to spend their time. Everything else is out of their control. So they can surrender the need for micromanagement and ask their higher self for the strength to tolerate and be compassionate, allowing others to take the lead. Yeah, because the universe, God, your ancestors, they gonna show up and show out. That is what this card is. That is what this card is. So I want the best for you, Virgo placements. I do. I want you. It's called Your Highest Good for a reason, and this is why we're here. We'll get there together because I told you, unaliving ego every day for me, just myself. Can't you tell? Big Leo energy. So I wish you well with everything. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell on the YouTube so you know when I post content specific to Virgo placements. Hit the follow button on the IGs so you know when I post again as well. And until next time, Virgo placements, take care. Bye.